the first thing you want to do is to get excited. You really want to get excited about your life and about where you're headed. So you may not be at the goal, the place that you want to get to eventually, but the excitement comes in the journey. And I know that's really, really cliched, but it's true. You can have excitement even if you haven't reached your goal yet. You can have excitement about the possibilities of that goal and the fact that you're on the path right now, the same path that leads to your goal. And that you know in your heart that if you just keep taking one step after another, that you will get there. And that will slowly build more and more excitement in your body. Now, even if you don't have something to get excited about, that's all right. The first step then would be to find something. And sometimes this can be difficult because you have to uncover some layers of maybe years and years of things that you did that you didn't want to do, you weren't excited or passionate about. You just did them because you thought that's what everyone does. I go to school, I do my homework, I get good grades, I graduate, I get a job, I sit in a cubicle for 40 years, I get my retirement paycheck, and I die. Well, if that's the way you've been living up until now, you may not have a lot of things to get excited about, but there's something in there. And even if that means you have to go back to your childhood to find it, even if you're just sitting and daydreaming and reminiscing. By the way, daydreaming is an outstanding way to think of new ideas, to think of new directions for your life. You cannot think of a new direction, a new path, while you're traveling the path that you're on. If you're really, really focused, you're doing the day-to-day tasks, you have a to-do list a mile long, you're not going to be in the right frame of mind to create a new and compelling future that you're really excited about. So take the time, daydream, go to a park, lay on the grass, look up at the sky, remember when you were a kid and when you could do whatever you wanted to do. And ask yourself some of these questions that they may be tough at first, but little by little they'll get easier and easier. You need to ask yourself questions like, if I could do whatever I wanted to do, anything I wanted to do, what would it be? And the answers at first might be kind of silly. It might be take a nap. But actually, I remember one of mine was to sleep for a week straight and then wake up feeling absolutely refreshed. And of course, I said that because I was exhausted. I was beating my head in with all the work I was doing and my to-do list and my chores and all these things that I added up in my head to be so big and so important. And they are important, but they weren't life or death the way that I was portraying them. So that's why that was my initial desire. But anyway, keep asking yourself this question. Keep asking yourself, what is important to me? What would I do if I could do anything I want? Of course, the very common question is, if money was no object, what would you do with your life? And all these things will get you daydreaming and get you in a space where anything's possible. And when you get in a space where anything is possible, everything is possible. Because if you have a bunch of paths in front of you, you can pick whichever one you want. And once you are in that place where you have an option to choose a path, once you start going down that path, there will be peace. There will be contentment in your heart, because you will have an awareness that you chose that path. See, many times people feel stuck because they think that's the only path. They have this vague sense that, oh, if I was only doing X, Y, Z or A, B, C, but they can't necessarily articulate it. So it's a vital exercise to be able to daydream, to come up with a bunch of different paths that you would like to pursue, and to look at them all and really make an honest decision about which path you want to go down. And I encourage you to do this within the next day. Don't wait until tomorrow. If it's the end of the day right now, just go lay down in a dark room and just think about what would I do? What do I want to feel passionate and excited about? If it's the middle of your day, go to a park, eat your lunch by yourself and just go think. And just let your mind wander and just kind of imagine what your life would be like if you could do what you are passionate about and what you are good at, and do that thing that you can offer as a gift to humanity.